antibiotics.
Get her into ER3.
Right.
You'll have to wait right here. The doctor will be with you as soon as possible.
Cut it. Give me some suction. How's our Cheval?
140/90.
Doctor, we have an 8-year-old, number 3, respiratory arrest.
Who else is on duty?
That new intern, Bates.
Well, tell him to get his butt in there fast.
Dr. Bates, ER3, stat. ER3, stat.
Okay, what's going on in here?
Cyanosis, choked on a hot dog.
Any residents?
Rayburn's doing a major laceration. Gaither's with him.
Get her over at the stomach.
Right.
Let's get her over. Give me a laryngoscope and a tenaculum.
We're losing heartbeat.
Give me number 14 angiocath. Get her neck hyperextended. Give me the oxy tube. Hold it there. All right, not too fast or we'll overinflate the lungs. Maybe just a little bit more. And just a little bit more. Hold it there. Hot dog with a little mustard. The mother here?
She's right outside.
Tell her she's gonna be fine.
To the fastest hands in the East. Mike Rayburn scores again. Congratulations.
Piece of cake.
Tell me, what's it like to be just about perfect in what you do?
It's an interesting question. Want to discuss it tonight?
I'm on duty. Tomorrow?
I'll have to check my schedule. Who are you?
Jill Bates. Dr. Jill Bates.
Since when?
Since midnight. I just started my internship here. I was assigned to cardiology, Dr. Dalton's service, but it seems they were short-handed down here in emergency. Dr. Coolidge was called away to court or something. So they sent me down here to cover.
Nice.
Thank you. Who are you?
Dr. Rayburn. Mike. Welcome to Biscayne General.
But I thought he was the chief of staff.
Well, it's all straightened out now, so I wouldn't worry about it. Pick you up at 8. You live in the tower?
Mm-hmm. 528.
Too bad.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it's, convenient place to live. Nice apartments. You can walk over here in half a minute, but it gets a little sticky, working together and living together in the same complex.
No privacy.
No secrets at all. Bet you already know your roommate's life story.
No, I haven't even met her yet. All I know is she's a nurse, and her name's Kathy.
to the best room in the house.
In the house? Well, tell me, Kathy, how do you like it there, Biscayne General?
Oh, beats Brazil.
Brazil? What do you mean?
I worked in the hospital there, Dad. In the jungle. Up for the last couple of months. Remember?
Yes. Oh, yes, I do remember. I still have all your letters. Oh, they were beautiful letters, Kathy. I remember I kept reading them and reading them over and over. One of them went on for, what was it, 15 pages, I think?
Well, there wasn't very much to do when I wasn't on duty. At least you'll be comfortable here. And I'll be able to see you a dozen times a day.
No. I don't want that. I don't want that, Kathy. Now, listen to me. I came here because you insisted upon it. And because I wanted to see you again. I wanted so much to see you again when I'm still rational and when I still have the capacity to love you. Tomorrow, the next day, that won't be the case. Before long, I won't even know who you are.
Well, Dad, there's still a chance.
No, there is no chance, and you know it. Now, I can accept that, but I cannot accept the prospect of having my daughter around all the time, watching me die.
Daddy's right over there.
Stacy, Gus Henderson,
You're a doctor.
pediatrician.
A very good one, I hope, because my daughter deserves a brain surgeon.
Is this all the luggage you have?
That's all there is. I don't anticipate staying very long.
Dad? Dad!
It's all right. It's all right. I'm sorry. Please, forgive me.
It's further along than you thought.
Comfortable?
Kathy? I thought you'd never turn up.
Dr. Bates?
Yeah, Jill.
How do you do? I've had the last couple of days off. I'm sorry I wasn't here to help you settle in.
Oh, it's okay. I just piled my stuff in whatever drawers were empty.
Good.
Actually, I guess I should apologize to you.
For what?
Well, I didn't have time to go to the market, and, I ate all of your bran muffins.
That's okay.
Listen, I know it's late, but why don't we fix some tea or coffee or hot chocolate or whatever and get acquainted, okay?
I'd really like to do that, but not tonight. Today was not an especially good one. And I'm really beat, so if you'll excuse me.
Sure.
How's Cynthia's cold?
Drying up.
Getting a jump on...
Daughter's birthday party.
Oh, yeah, it's Saturday, right?
Nice try. It's Tuesday, and she'll be 5, in case you've forgotten. Where were you tonight?
Sam Belliver, he wanted to show me that boat he got.
You should keep a diary, Dr. Rayburn. You used that same alibi last week.
Ellen, it's not an alibi.
Mike, I could overlook an occasional affair with some little nurse in a linen closet, but this compulsion to...
Ease up, will you? Cynthia will hear.
She asked me the other day, why does Daddy work so late? And I told her, it's not all work. Some of it's play. Good night, Mike. Couldn't sleep either, huh?
No. I didn't mean to be rude to you earlier.
You weren't.
I was. And I'm sorry. It's just that...
Kathy, if you don't want to talk, it's okay. But if you do, I'm awake.
I had to have my father admitted to the hospital tonight. He has Huntington's disease.
Oh, I'm sorry. How advanced is it?
His memory's gone. He's got that funny walk. And I think the convulsions are about to start.
Is your mother here?
She died just after I was born. I've reconciled myself to the fact that Dad's gonna die. My only hope now is that it happens quickly. That he doesn't suffer too much, too long.
Well, you got through the first day. This is the second. How do you feel now?
I'm not sure. I have my doubts.
Rebecca, you make my life very difficult. You know that. I stick my neck out and push your appointment through the board of directors, which was a battle, I can tell you.
Oh, I believe it.
Now you're not sure you want the job. You are an endless source of puzzlement to me.
Tony, I'm a damn good cardiologist. I don't know that I'm a good administrator. And that's what I'm concerned about.
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
I'm speeding you up to 6. Ready?
Yeah.
I don't want to spend the rest of my life sitting behind a desk.
Why not? That's where I spend my life.
And that's why you're taking the treadmill test and I'm not. Okay, I'm going to slow you down. And now I'm going to stop you. Will you lie down for me, please?
You've always felt very strongly about women moving up in medicine. You've told me so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you've moved up. Now it's your turn.
Yes. But I don't want it at the cost of my practice or my patients.
You can still keep your patients, some of them. You'll always have me.
Tony, that's only because you like to take your shirt off in front of women.
Give the job a couple of weeks before you make a final decision. And don't think of it as just administrative, because it isn't. You can also teach. You've got a lot of young doctors here, women and men. Take some of them under your wing. Teach them, advise them, help them. Now, that's a contribution, surely.
We'll see in a couple of weeks. Good morning.
Hi, Doc. Doc?
No pain?
Saving it up
Oh, for what?
for when I get my bill.
I'm sorry I asked that. You're starting to tell the jokes, the bad ones.
Hey, I've been here so long, I ran out of the good stuff. Hey, Jill, Dr. Bates, you ought to get some of that candy, will you, before the nurses get it all?
Can't. Gotta watch my figure.
You take the candy, I'll watch your figure.
I think we'd better leave here before this proves to be contagious.
Hey, now you come back soon, huh? Bye-bye.
I didn't know Mr. Thaler was your patient. I thought he was your husband.
He is. And actually, he belonged to both of us at one time. I just drop in to see him occasionally.
I really like him.
Because of his sense of humor or in spite of it? Well, his jokes are pretty awful, but I guess the fact that he's able to joke at all.
That's just a defense mechanism. He's frightened.
I know.
Not for himself. He's been ill a long time, and he knows. He's concerned about his family.
Met his family yet?
Oh, they're very nice people. It's his wife, and I think there are 3 children. The oldest is about 14. He's concerned because they're all very bright, and he wanted them all to go to college.
But no money. I'm glad that you like him. It's important that you care. But it's more important that you learn to care with a sense of detachment. Otherwise, you'll get swallowed up and you won't be able to function as a doctor. It's a fine line. Some interns never learn to walk it. Try not to care too much.
Jill.
Hey, you're on the wrong floor.
Well, I could say I was coming up to see you.
But you didn't?
No. No, I took a hepatitis patient up on the 6th floor, so I thought I'd stop by and see you on the way. It saves me a dime.
Oh, you were going to call me?
Yeah, about tomorrow. I heard that you have the morning off. I have a remarkable coincidence. So do I.
That is a coincidence.
Yes, it is, isn't it? So I thought that we might make a half day of it. And I'll have a surprise for you.
And what's the surprise?
If I told you, it wouldn't be much of a surprise, would it? Pick up at 8:30.
Okay.
Thanks for the ride. Have a good day.
Hastings?
Yes, Hastin. Oh, Jill.
Frank!
Hi.
Hi.
Say, I heard about yesterday.
Yesterday.
You know, about you and the little girl. I heard you saved her life.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. It's all over the hospital.
Thanks. So how'd your first day go?
Well, it was pretty ordinary. I made rounds twice. I watched 4 operations, all of them pretty routine. And patched up a kid who got in a fight. And I diagnosed 3 common colds.
Well, it sounds like you earned it, considering how little they pay us.
Well, listen, it's enough to buy you lunch. That is, unless you want to go Dutch.
I can't do either one. I gotta work straight through.
Maybe tomorrow, huh? Listen, I gotta run. I'll see you, huh?
Okay.
Nurse, can you tell me where to find admissions?
I think they can help you over there. I'm a doctor.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm still trying to convince myself.
Thanks.
Dr. Callan wanted to see her before he left. I'll tell you what, call his office and get her home phone.
Hi. I'd like to be admitted.
Please?
Harper. Priscilla Harper. Harper.
And your address?
Well, that's kind of hard to say.
It is?
Well, see, I've sort of been drifting around. I just got to Miami this morning.
Who's your doctor?
I don't have one. See, I never get sick.
Well, who sent you?
Nobody. I've been having these headaches, and I just really need...
an emergency.
Well, I feel all right now.
I'm sorry, miss, but unless it's an emergency, you have to be admitted by a physician.
Excuse me. Maybe I can help.
Are you a physician?
Yes,
Well,
but...
then you can help. See, all I
No,
need
I
is...
heard. But tell me, are these headaches, are they migraines?
I don't know. Until a couple of months ago, I never had a headache in my life.
Have you been under a great deal of tension lately?
I'm not a very tense person. Look, if you could just help me get admitted, and they can find out what's wrong.
No, I can't. You see, as an intern, I'm not permitted to admit patients. But I do know a few doctors on the staff who can.
Thanks.
Sure.
Mr. Payson. I'm Dr. Bates. Jill.
Jill? Shall I call you by your first name?
If you like. I'm your daughter's roommate.
What? Oh, yes. You were with her in Brazil.
Oh, no, that's Lisa Gordon. She's a nurse here.
Of course. You'll have to forgive me. I tend to forget things. Kathy asked you to look in on me?
No. Oh, she just told me about you.
And what did she say? Besides, of course, all the clinical details.
That you're an architect?
I was. Before this hit me. It was a hell of a good one.
She said you were also a hell of a good father. And she loves you very much.
Yes. I am a very lucky man in that respect. So many kids today, they grow up, they won't give their parents the time of day. I guess it's the age we live in. Kathy and I have always been very close. Very close. Very loving. She'd do anything in the world for me.
No, not yet, but there's one more doctor I have to check on, and he's making rounds.
I really appreciate what you're doing for me.
Don't mention it.
I'm beginning to feel a little guilty, though. Don't you ever have to work?
Well, I'm entitled to a 15-minute break every 30 days or so. Hey, did you do that?
Yeah.
Gosh, you're very good.
Well, to a civilian maybe, not to a true artist.
Well, do you paint, too?
Mm-hmm. Landscapes, mostly. A friend of mine in San Francisco sells them for me.
To, collectors?
No, to hotels and restaurants. I call him up whenever I feel like it, and he says things like, Priscilla, we need 14 Vermont-covered bridges and 10 Smoky Mountain mornings.
Well, I'm sure they're all very good.
Well, they're all right, I guess. Somebody ripped off 3 of them from a hotel in Chicago. Puts me one up on Picasso.
So do you just, travel around the country all the time?
Yep.
All alone? Some of the things that have happened to me, Frank, have been incredible.
You're really something, you know that?
I wish I were a better painter.
Oh, look, I better get back. That Dr. Dalton ought to be free now, so why don't you just wait here, okay?
Nowhere else to go?
Okay.
She has headaches. You work for Dr. Callan in neurology. Why didn't you ask him to take her on?
Well, I did, sir, but Dr. Callan has a full patient load.
I'm second choice.
Well, no, sir. You're fourth.
Oh, well, thanks a lot, Doctor.
It's only because it's not your specialty. If it even looked like it might be a heart problem, I'd try to get you first, ahead of anyone else in the country.
Because of my notoriety.
I followed your work ever since I was in pre-med, Doctor. If you don't mind my saying so, you're kind of my idol.
11 transplants and 1 still living. Well, I hope you choose your friends more carefully than you do your idols. What did you say her name was?
Priscilla. Priscilla Harper.
Have her in a minute. I'll take her on.
And then he talked about how much they all owe to their parents. When he mentioned you, there were tears in his eyes.
much than me.
Are you surprised?
Just happy. My son, the valedictorian.
Proud, huh?
Yeah. Gonna celebrate tonight.
Oh, I wanted him to have a party at the house. Invite over all his friends. He said, without you...
You tell him that when I come home, he's gonna have one hell of a party. I'll borrow some money and we'll hire the Led Zeppelin. I mean it.
I know you do.
I feel it's not going to be too long now. Last couple of days, especially today, I feel better, stronger. I really feel I turned the corner, you know?
Mr. Thaler?
Hey, Anita, this is that intern I was telling you about. How he was a little older, I tried to get them together.
Oh, nice to meet you. Pleasure. I'll wait outside.
So how do you feel?
You know that expression, like $1 million bucks?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like $1.95. Favor I want to ask of you.
Uh-oh.
That's no joke this time.
Go ahead.
My son just graduated from junior high school, and he was a valedictorian.
That's wonderful.
Would be, except, well, things were different. Kid's way down. Because I couldn't be there. He's worried about me. They're all down. They've been down for a long time. Helen. All right. I want you to tell my wife I'm getting better.
Mr. Thaler, I can't do that. I think you're holding your own. But it wouldn't be fair to them.
Well, in a couple of days, if I didn't get better, you could tell them that I had a slight relapse, you know? At least give them a couple of days.
It might be a very cruel thing to do, you know? To build hopes up that...
It might not be justified. Sure. At least they're hopes. Everybody needs that, even if it's just for a little while. My son, it's the only graduation present I could give him. Please.
You can go in now, Mrs. Thaler. It's a bit early to say, but your husband seems to be picking up a bit. Quite a bit. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
And as soon as I finish my residency, I go into practice with my father. And about 2 years after that, he plans to retire.
And then you'll take over.
Practice and, more likely, my parents' house. Well, they've got a condo in Hawaii.
Oh. And then you'll get married. You have 2 kids, a boy and a girl.
Oh, at least.
The little boy will play Little League. The little girl, she'll take ballet lessons. And then in due course, the little boy will grow up and become a doctor himself. And then maybe he'll take over your practice.
Oh, you don't approve?
What, of your son taking over?
No, my having everything so prearranged.
Hey, who am I to approve? Frank, I am the last person in the world to tell anybody how to live their life.
But if you had your own choice, you wouldn't live your life like that.
I don't know. I've thought about it sometimes. About being secure, being married. I just can't have my whole life planned out in advance. Packaged like a tour of Europe. Just gotta let things happen.
Yes, but at a certain point, you've just got to plan. You've got to take on certain responsibilities.
I know a lot of people that responsibilities take them on. They get to be 50 and 60 years old and they say, when was the last time I took time to look at the sky? Where was the adventure? The fun? By that time, it's too late.
So you just want to paint your pictures and look up the sky, huh?
And be happy. And every once in a while, make somebody else happy.
You're doing just fine.
Excuse me, Miss Harper. Your room is ready.
Here you go.
Oh,
Come on.
Frank, no.
You're a patient now. You just have to relax.
Come on.
Frank Ebenhauer seems to have a special interest in this next patient. I'll just be a minute.
You want me to go in with you?
Well, you do work here. Excuse us. Miss Hubbard,
Yes.
I'm Dr. Dalton. I'll be in charge of your case.
How do you do?
This is also Dr. Dalton.
Miss Harper.
Priscilla.
Are you two married?
Yes?
2 doctors for the price of one.
Dr. Dalton is the chief of staff here.
Oh, terrific. Are you going to examine me now, or?
No, we just came by to meet you. I'll see you the first thing in the morning, and we'll run whatever tests we have to. Meanwhile, I hope we can make your stay here as pleasant as possible.
Thank you.
Dr. Ebenhauer.
Dr. Dalton.
She's the chief of staff, huh?
That's right. And she's supposed to be first rate.
You know your son, the doctor? We'll cancel the ballet lessons. I bet your daughter is going to be the physician in your family.
Dr. Kowalski? Dr. Kowalski, please call extension 43.
Still feeling about the same, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to see if do something about that. Be back in a while.
Okay.
Mike,
How's Eddie doing?
no progress. Some retrogression. Trickiest kind of hepatitis. And there's nothing. I'm playing around with an idea.
How's it feel?
It's the first time I've seen an attorney about a divorce.
Me too. 8 out of 10 years ain't too bad.
Unfortunately, the last 2 count. Can I drop you off at the apartment?
What are you going to do?
I'm going back to the hospital. Got some paperwork to clean up.
Suppose it could wait until tomorrow?
Why? You have something else in mind? It's lacking in taste.
I'm still your best friend, and I love you. And technically, we're still husband and wife.
Technically. Okay.
code 10, room 511.
Where's Dr. Morley? Fortunately, his wife is having a baby. Who's on duty? You are.
He's not dilated yet. Give him the bicarb. No response, Doctor. We need to use a defibrillator. Give me the paddles. 400. 400. All clear. All clear. The epinephrine. IC needle. The paddles? Paddles. 400? 400. All clear. All clear. And calcium chloride, 10 cc.
That's it, nothing.
Dr. Bates did everything she could.
You okay? Rinse.
I did everything right, didn't I?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Dr. Bates, Jill. I've been front and center on more cardiac arrests than I can count. You didn't miss a trick.
Ken Dalton had been there.
Same thing that still would have happened, Mom.
Thank you.
Makes me feel better.
But not much, huh? Very traumatic, losing your first patient. But it was not your fault. There will be times that it will be my fault.
I know that. Preparing myself for it ever since I started medical school.
Well, then,
I know that I'll lose a lot of patients. Maybe even more than I'll help. I just didn't want to lose this particular one. Dr. Dalton warned me. She told me not to let myself like him too much. And I tried. I just wanted him to live so bad.
think that's something to be ashamed of?
No.
there's something else I feel really terrible about.
Uh-oh.
It was just a couple of hours ago. I told his wife that he was approving. He asked me to lie to her.
Oh, and you lied?
I lied.
Uh-huh. So, you made 2 people happy. No, you made 5 people, if you want to count his children. You made 5 people happy for at least a couple of hours.
You'll do anything to stop me from being miserable, won't you?
No, not anything. And so far, all I've done is tell you what I think.
You know, Kathy told me about you. About the time you spent together in Brazil. About how nice it is to have you as a friend. I'd like to have you as a friend, too.
Well, then you are.
You're going to have to get away. Now, look, I've got next week off. You could take a couple of days, get somebody to fill in for you. Look, how's about Jamaica? We could fly down to Kingston, get a little cottage someplace. You could really unwind.
Gus, I can't just leave him.
There is nothing that you can do for him.
What if something happened?
Nothing can happen. He is very heavily sedated. He can't hurt himself. With all those life support systems, he's not going to die.
Gus, I owe my father so much. I can't even begin to repay him. All I can do now is look in on him every chance I get.
He didn't want that.
I have to do it. At least that much.
Why? To show him? Honey, he's unconscious half the time. He wouldn't know.
I know. I have to get back now. I'll see you later. My father. He's strapped to the bed. Why?
He lost control of himself a while ago. Just went berserk. Lashed out at everybody. He didn't mean to, but...
It's that far along, then.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.